Hey, this is Cameron, and welcome to the practice log. Alright, well, it's another morning session. I know. We're on schedule now, isn't that great? It's a little gloomy out, which, that's fine. We're staying in. Let's go ahead and make our way to the chair, shall we? So, I'm gonna practice, and nothing's gonna stop me from that. Because that's really what's important in life, Practicing. You know those weird signs that some people have where it's like, a gun never complains about how much I drink, and you can share a gun with your buddies. That's how I feel about practicing right now. Not really. I hate that. But, you know what I mean. I see those about golf, too. That's the headspace we're trying to be in right now. Practice, practice, practice. I'm practicing Bach today. We're gonna play BWV 1001. Oh, I see them in fishing, too. Fishing is another one. I need to get a sign that's, like, weirdly sexist. Like, I hate my wife, I love guitar sign. That'd be cool. And I'll sell them and I'll make the world worse. Okay, I'm practicing Bach. That's what's going on. BWV 1001, I made a decision recently that I'm gonna stop messing around like I have been. Every single time I sit down on that bench, I'm going to read new music. So I'm gonna go into the Presto and I'm gonna cover new ground. So help me God. I probably won't play the Presto for you yet today. I might play like the Siciliana or maybe the Fugue, I don't know. Not the Adagio, because I feel like you've heard that a lot. The Adagio's coming along though, you gotta admit. So that pretty much covers that. Oh, the Soar Mozart variations, I need to work on that too. I've been neglecting that one. I'm a little discouraged on it because I'm kind of at a loss. Like, it's such a big piece and there's so many technical issues with it that I'm just like, ugh, God. I think for that one, it's just a lack of technique that's holding me back, so I maybe just need to make little exercises out of each part. The next music theory one that we see, that will be an analysis of a piece. I wonder what piece it'll be. It'll be a pretty easy one. We're gonna start very easy. Hopefully we'll build on it over time. After analyzing that one, I might take a little break from the theory stuff and then come back to it, or maybe just go a lot slower. Like I just do like 1 or 2 lessons a week or so. So I just wanted to get it out there as fast as possible. We'll slow it down going forward. Yeah, so we might just watch that Bach video. They're always doing something kind of wacky. Maybe I'll see a commercial about dog food or Stephen Ridley. Who knows? Alright, well, I think that pretty much covers what I'm working on. I've been taking this time to answer comment questions. Let's take a look at the comments section. Okay, here's one that I can touch upon now. This is a hardball. I'm not going to answer it fully. I'm just going to kind of give you some ideas. But this is from Jacob Hempel. Hey, Jacob, how's it going? I love these vlogs. Woo! I prefer the term plog though, thank you. But I appreciate it. Glad I stumbled upon them. Me too. Dude, I'm glad you're here. Though I've been playing classical guitar on and off for years now, I've recently decided to go back to focusing on the basics because I feel I rushed past this stage. I'm working my way through Christopher Parkening's book on my own and I'm really enjoying it. Well, that's good. I'm glad you're enjoying that. Do you have any general tips for beginners on how you would recommend they approach a given study or piece they're working on? At what point should I basically feel ready to move on from the study or ready to up the tempo? The problem with not having a teacher is that these basic questions kind of go unanswered and are predominantly up to us to just figure out? Question mark? Thanks! Exclamation mark, exclamation mark. Yeah, that's a great question, and that's a question that no matter where you're at, you'll kind of always struggle with. I'll tell you at least my experience, and you kind of have an idea of what level I'm at. There is never a point in a piece where I won't practice it at 45 BPM. The Fugue, for example, like I have that thing pretty memorized and solid. There will always be practice at the slowest tempo I can play it possible. Ideally even slower if you want to be like a hero. I would look at the slowest tempo possible as like your foundation. That's when you're kind of nurturing the piece in your mind. And then when you do perform it at full speed, you have to imagine you're a race car or something. Like at the slow, you're like working on it and fixing it up and everything. And every time you race that thing, something's gonna break. There's gonna be some damage and you need to take it back in and repair it again. And it might not be that damaged. It might be really damaged. Sometimes that happens. And you just need to go back and tune it up and repair it. You like this race car analogy? Does anybody relate with this? Fishing, golf. Let me relate it to fishing, golf, and hating your wife. Hold on. But hopefully that makes sense. There's never a point where you're always racing that thing. You always have to bring it back. So my point with that is maybe give it a shot. If you feel really good with it and you're like tuned it up and you think it's good, take it for a test run. And if it just fails and bombs, that's okay. Bring it back in and then try again. And eventually as you start performing it, it'll get less and less degraded every time you do. But even a professional, like I've heard stories, I forget names exactly, but I think it was some pianist. It was something that my guitar professor was talking about in the pedagogy classes. He would do his recital and then he would go home and practice everything slow with just like mezzo piano no dynamics. Just no dynamics, just thinking through all the harmony and like each note and where everything's going, just to kind of repair it. And then when you perform it, that's when you're taking it out, accepting that it's going to be a little bit damaged. And that's good advice too. Like if you want to play well, like in your lesson that you're about to go to, try playing everything you're going to play really slowly once, and then don't play it again. Don't speed up to make sure that it's good. Just play it slow and then trust that the next time you play it, it'll be fresh because you repaired it. Everything is brand new now. Just remember, every time you perform a piece, there will always be some degradation. Just know how to repair it. And repairing it is playing it slow and thinking through it and all that. And at what point should you feel ready to move on from the study? There's always stuff you can work on in a study. I kind of fly through pieces. I could easily sit down with just Lamentos tomorrow and have that as like my main Latin piece. And I could really focus on like bringing out certain voices and like really controlling dynamics and everything. So it's just a decision that you have to make. Like, is the piece something that you want to be able to perform? And do you want to play it at a super high level? If it's yes, then I wouldn't ever move on from it. I would try to always keep it. Once you have it like mastered, whatever that means, go further with it. If there are like chords in the piece, like do you want to bring out a middle voice only? Focus on stuff like that and really make it your own in that way. Or if you're not so hot on a study piece and you feel like you got the technical experience from it and you don't really care to get anything else from it, then, you know, that's pretty much it. There are technique pieces I still work on. Villalobos Etude 1, that one is still in my repertoire. I played it in Extravaganza, and I've been working on that thing for like 5 years or something. Like on and off though. I haven't been working on it for 5 years straight, but I've had it in my mind for 5 years. But that's like an example. I'll probably always have that in my mind, and there's always stuff to work on. Like right now, my main thing is bringing out the first beat and the third beat. Like that sort of thing. And also just making the dynamics like really wide, because that's cool. That's always a cool thing for people to do. Hopefully that helps. There's probably more to be said about that, and perhaps we'll answer it more in a future one, but for now, that's all I got. I think that is enough talky. Time to get to the Baki. I'm gonna face my demons in this practice session. I have a feeling that that's what's gonna happen. So, you know, wish me luck. You'll see how long I go for. If it's like not that long, whatever, it's fine. I've done enough. I am enough. Alright, I'm gonna start with the fugue from memory, and I'm gonna let this thing charge. But yeah, you know, we're here. We're showing up. This is what we're doing. I'll see you on the other side. I've been at it for quite a while, so I think I'm ready to play something for you. I made a lot of progress in the Presto, I think. I don't think I covered anything new, but I really solidified a lot of stuff. After taking that break, my nails have grown out quite a bit. I actually think there's an improvement in my tone quality. You'll be the judge of that, of course. So what I play for you now is just going to sound awful, I bet. Let me bring it closer. I skipped the Extravaganza. You haven't noticed that, but it means that I haven't played the fugue in a while. So I think I'm just gonna play through the whole thing. So I'm gonna try to have fun with it. Gonna try to express myself as usual. All right, here we go. was probably a cut at the halfway mark because I feel like I played everything really well, and then the second half was just terrible. I had a memory slip. It was so bad. I'm gonna work on the second half. I feel like the first half was coming along pretty well. I'm gonna go ahead and just write that down. Alright, well, that is the practicing for today. Yeah, I worked on a lot of stuff. I felt pretty good about that. I worked on everything. The Sword Mozart variation, all of Beatle V1001. Alright, let's take a little bit of a breaky break and do something else for a while. So, come on. One of these days, I am going to do you guys a solid, and I'm going to pay for Miriam Fried's masterclass on the Siciliana. I'm going to do that the next video I show. I kind of feel like watching something easy right now. It's 25 bucks. I'm pretty sure fair use would have me covered because even though it's paid content, I'm using it for educational and entertainment purposes, I think. So I think it would be okay. But for now, we're just gonna go into the Bach doc.
And maybe that's her.
Ooh, we're lost. I have no idea what that even means. Maybe that's her.
The copyist.
The copyist. Okay. I wish they kept all the other ones, like Children, The Brawl.
Bach met her at work, and soon he was smitten.
Shout out to the Work From Home gang. We meet no one. Have you guys heard of this one before? Ave Maria? Maybe that's her. Is that Maria?
She was Anna Magdalena, a 20-year-old professional musician who sang at Prince Leopold's court. A soprano, lover.
Yep, I know.
Collaborator. Before long, they married.
Wait, whoa. What happened to the second cousin? The unknown maiden? Oh man. I bet those family reunions are real awkward.
Sings a good, clear soprano.
She became even more his publisher. She started copying out Bach's music and sold it to
Oh, what a dream. Dude, the girlfriend that'll like write your emails for you and stuff. Oh yeah. What a dream.
And it's because of her that we know many of those works today.
What work is this? Do we know this one? Oh yeah, Chaconne. I think we know that.
Thank you, Anna Magdalena.
Yeah, for real. You're the real one.
Coffee.
Coffee. Caffeine pills. Take it in a pill. That's my philosophy. If you can take it in a pill, you should just do that. We learned at the very beginning of this that Bach wrote a cantata about coffee.
Ever enjoyed live music at your favorite coffee shop? Maybe you should thank Bach.
If when you play
Whoa!
piano,
What was that? Dude, Ridley was steaming! What a friendly face. Is that a Patek Philippe right there? What in the world? That looks like a Patek Philippe. That looks like that watch. That's an expensive watch. I don't know how much that watch costs. Probably like 20 or 30 grand. Maybe more. Maybe 50? I don't know. Dang, dude, go buy his lessons so you can get a nicer watch.
coordinating your hands or moving your fingers, then you don't know this technique. Today, a new method allows you to solve every hand and finger issue that you...
He's making new ads. Last Chairbender commented a while ago that the new Ridley ads dropped. I never thought I'd see them. Woo! Playing some basic blues, alright. Wow, look at that, he's stretching like an 11th there. Or no, he's stretching a 10th, excuse me. This pinky has a little bit of bend in it too. He could probably get an 11th if he really tried. Moving your fingers fast. I mean, everybody can move their fingers fast. It all kind of sounds like the same thing, doesn't it?
My name is Stephen Ridley. I've been a
Dude, nice haircut, Stephen Ridley.
concert pianist for 9 years.
Concert pianist for 9 years. I'll never have a nice haircut. What concert is this? He always shows the same exact clip.
But more than that, also taught piano to more than 80,000
Are these all the people? 80,000? Also, Ridley, that number hasn't changed, man. It was 80,000 last time. What's going on? It's not 90 yet? This is a new ad. You just filmed this.
My fingers just remember how to do stuff. I don't even know how that's happening.
And today,
Yeah, that's a good sign if you're just not thinking. I want to say this because I've seen a couple of comments like this and I see this sentiment all the time. If you ever reach a point where you're not thinking in the piece that you're playing, that piece will degrade over time and you'll get to this place where all you have is muscle memory, and if you ever try to slow it down or like change the rhythms in any way, you'll completely forget the piece. You should always be thinking. You should always be thinking about the harmony. You should always be trying to visualize everything as much as you can. Like when I'm playing for you, there's no point where I'm just checked out, and if I am, I try to bring myself back. Like I shouldn't not be thinking. But that's like a thing that you always hear. People always spout that. That's like the ultimate goal or something. I don't know why people say that, but I really don't like it.
I'm going to reveal and demonstrate a technique that is going to solve your hand
Can
synchronization.
we just admire the picture he chose for this? I mean, Ridley, you're a handsome guy. You could have picked a better photo than that. But to be fair, I pick some pretty atrocious thumbnails for my videos sometimes. I wonder if we could make this in ChatGPT. Yeah, here we go. Jesus Christ, this is horrifying. Here's my Stephen Ridley ad. Jeez, look at this head. Oh, that could stretch so much further than the 10th. Look at that. Oh my god, that's disgusting. Yeah, learn how to play piano, dude. Brih, skyrocket your A piano level fast. Free masterclass. Should glass. That's about what it was, I think. I mean, put them side by side. You can't even tell which what. That's like the same image. Look at that. Oh no, I skipped the ad. Well,
In Leipzig, Bach's
I accidentally skipped the ad, but I will bet my life that we'll see that ad again, so it's fine. Okay, you know what? We spent a lot of time on that. Next episode's about coffee. Get ready for that one. Oh yeah. Alright, we can pretty much wrap this one up here. So, let's do that. Alright, well, you know, if you enjoyed that, be sure to subscribe, leave a like, all that stuff. I feel like we did pretty good work today. If anybody has any more questions, feel free to leave them, or if you just want to say hi, that's okay too. Yeah, alright, well, anything else to say? I don't think so. I guess I'll see you tonight.